There's a serious problem with the biggest buffet in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace. Walk into the Bacchanal buffet and you'll see it immediately. Hundreds of dishes, chefs cooking everywhere, entire stations dedicated to different cuisines. Seeing this, the problem hits you fast. There's no way you can try it all.
Thank you.
Las Vegas is a city built on indulgences, and few things capture that spirit quite like its legendary buffets. Inside Caesar's Palace, one buffet has built a reputation for being bigger, bolder, and more over the top than the rest. Bacchanal Buffet is renowned for its scale, offering hundreds of dishes prepared across a maze of kitchens and live cooking stations. This place isn't just a line of trays sitting under heat lamps. Chefs are carving meats, planting seafood, rolling sushi, and preparing dishes throughout the day. It boasts a selection of savory food items from around the world and desserts that look like they belong in a pastry shop window. The variety here is almost overwhelming, and it's not just the food, there's also a huge selection of house-made drinks included. But with so many options in front of you, the real question becomes, what's actually worth eating? Come along and let's find out together. This place surprised me. At one station, it's like you're in Japan, with a selection of sushi and ramen. Turn the corner to another station, and you're looking at something else. Perhaps Filipino lumpia, Korean kalbi, or Mexican tacos. Whatever it may be, and much, much more. This buffet is practically a world tour all in one place. I was surprised at how well everything goes together, despite being so different. Does that even make sense? I think it's like the metaphor of a melting pot. So, with all these mouth-watering selections, what's the most worth it in the real state of your stomach? Well, for me, and I can speak only for myself, it's always the seafood. What I like about the seafood here is that it tastes and feels fresh. You can see that when you crack open the shells. The meat doesn't stick to the shell, which usually is a sign that it's been frozen for too long, if it does. In my experience here at the Bacchanal buffet, when I cracked open any shellfish, the meat just separates. Also, the shrimps don't have any poop in their chute. I'm not sure how that's possible, but that's definitely a plus. If you don't like using your bare hands to eat and don't want to shell anything, they also have seafood that don't need any attention and already ready to eat. Hey there, quick interruption to say thanks a bunch for choosing to watch my video. You're awesome. I'm Sherry, and I've been wandering the world since 2010, turning my travel site, Colorful Footsteps, into a brand new YouTube channel. Here, it's all about superlative trips, eats, and stays. If you're enjoying this video or found it helpful, please leave a like or a comment, and maybe you'll even subscribe someday. See you again, okay? Now back to the video. Buffets have been part of the Las Vegas experience for decades. In the early days of the Strip, casinos used cheap buffets to keep gamblers inside. The idea was to feed people to keep them happy, which will hopefully keep them playing. But over time, Las Vegas buffets started evolving. What began as inexpensive all-you-can-eat meals slowly turned into something much more. In 2012, Caesar's Palace completely changed the game when it opened its now legendary Bacchanal buffet. At the time, it was one of the most expensive buffet projects ever built, reportedly costing around $17 million to create. Instead of focusing on quantity alone, the buffet was designed around a variety of selections and fresh preparations. Bacchanal introduced multiple open kitchen concepts where chefs cook dishes fresh to order. The buffet now features more than 500 different items across dozens of stations, serving cuisines from around the world. On busy days, thousands of guests pass through these dining rooms, making Bacchanal also one of the most visited restaurants in all of Las Vegas. And if you're wondering about the name Bacchanal, it comes from ancient Rome, dedicated to Bacchus. Did I pronounce it right? The god of wine and revelry, who loved celebrations. Those festivals were famous for their food, drinks, and over-the-top indulgences. So, in a way, the Bacchanal buffet is a modern Las Vegas version of the same idea inside Caesar's Palace. Buffets have a bit of a reputation. For a lot of people, the word buffet brings up images of crowded lines, average food, and plates piled high. You start wondering if the food will be any good or if it's just food to feed you. So, it's fair to wonder if this place is really any different. The expectation might be that it's just a bigger version of the typical buffet, but in my experience, the reality feels surprisingly different. I noticed things I wouldn't normally expect at a buffet, like high-end seafoods and carved meats, along with dishes that look like they belong in individual restaurants rather than a buffet line. And that's where my experience starts to change. What happened to me was instead of rushing down a line, I found myself not just filling plates, because I can, I started exploring instead. I even tried dishes that I've never heard of before, walking from one kitchen to another, discovering something new each time. Before long, I realized something. Suddenly, the challenge isn't finding something good to eat. It's deciding what deserves a space on my plate and in my stomach. It's impossible to try everything, and that's what sets this place apart. The reality is far better than the expectations. One of the biggest questions about the Bacchanal buffet is whether it's actually worth the price. Buffets used to be known as one of the cheapest ways to eat in Las Vegas. But those days are mostly gone, and this buffet sits firmly on the premium end of the spectrum. Dinner here can cost somewhere on average $80 per adult, depending on the day, with brunch usually costing a little less. And while some drinks are included in the price, you add up specialty alcoholic drinks that can push the total cost even higher. This definitely isn't the budget buffet that Las Vegas was once famous for. However, you may be able to get food credit from Caesar's Palace if you stay at the resort to help offset the hefty price tag. So on the surface, this isn't exactly a cheap place to eat. But the value here really depends on what you're looking for in a meal. For people who love variety, this buffet can actually feel like a pretty good deal. Instead of choosing one type of cuisine at a single restaurant, you're getting access to hundreds of dishes from different kitchens all in one place. It's almost like visiting several restaurants at the same time. That's where the value starts to make sense. For food lovers or curious eaters, the variety can be part of the fun. You get to try a little bit of everything without committing to one dish. This place can also make sense for groups. If everyone wants something different, buffets solve that problem immediately. And for visitors to the city who want to experience the over-the-top food culture of Las Vegas, this buffet is one of the most famous examples. But there are definitely people who might want to skip it. If you prefer quiet restaurants with table service, buffets can feel a little chaotic. There are a lot of people everywhere, and you have to get up to get your food and drinks. Also, if you're someone who usually orders one entree and call it good, the value here might not really make sense. You might find more value in a traditional restaurant where you can focus on one really good dish. So, the value at the Bacchanal buffet really depends on your expectations. If you want a huge variety of food and a big Las Vegas dining experience, it can absolutely be worth it. But if you're looking for a small, intimate meal, this is not your place.